Hello, I'm the Eternal Newbie. The extra L is for launch. For today, we launch a brand new series. Delightful Homebrew. That's right. We're going to look at homebrew that is actually interesting, funny, useful, just plain awesome, or all of the above. I know. I too was shocked to learn that any homebrew existed that wasn't a self-insert for an edgelord. But boy does it. Looking around, I found a great example of things to kick things off. So sit back and relax as we learn how to lust the warlock way with the sugar daddy patron. According to the player's handbook, a warlock is defined by a pact with an otherworldly being. Sometimes the relationship between warlock and patron is like that of a cleric and a deity, though the beings that serve as patrons for warlocks are not gods. A warlock might lead a cult dedicated to a demon prince, an archdevil, or an utterly alien entity, beings not typically served by clerics. More often though, the arrangement is similar to that between a master and an apprentice. The warlock learns and grows in power, at the cost of occasional services performed on the patron's behalf. Sometimes, that patron's favors are of the more, let's just say earthly nature, and that's where the sugar daddy comes in. Sometimes an otherworldly patron grows tired of its current warlock companions, and desires a more appreciative, special friend. Graciously providing rewards and favors, the sugar daddy patron enjoys your company for as long as you return the service. Eventually, it will move on to other newer admirers, but the gifts it has given you will last you a lifetime of reflection. Alright, let's take a look at these spells. Now, I was planning on doing an in-depth analysis of each one, and explaining the synergy of the list, and how everything fit together perfectly, and it was just... But then I thought, much like the mighty sugar daddy himself, screw that. Let's just look at the names. At first level, we get Command and Grease. I really don't know which is more useful because I really like them both. I can't tell you how many times I've needed Grease, but I don't have it. I would like to add one little caveat here though. When the Sugar Daddy Warlock uses Command, the target has disadvantage on all saves if the command word is Strip or Beg. Double disadvantage if it's Copulate. At second level, we get Magic Mouth and Silence, which seems counterintuitive at first, but trust me, those things go together nicely. Third gives us Bestow Curse and Tongues. No comment. Fourth is Black Tentacles and Polymorph, and remember, no one is judging you here. You do you, boo. Finally, at 5th level, you get Modify Memory and Planar Binding. For when you just have to get away. Makes sense, by 9th level when you get those 5th level spells, you're getting a bit long in the tooth, and sugar daddies are not known for their ability to commit. Magic is nice and all, but we all know what we want. Gifts, and lots of them. What's my sugar daddy gonna give me? Well, I am glad you asked. Because at first level, you get Familiar Territory, which means due to your extensive practice with being prone and restrained, you no longer grant advantage to attackers while under these conditions, nor do you attack with disadvantage. Whoa, that basically makes you the Furry Slayer. Nice. What? Okay, fine, I know that joke was kinda lame, but it's late and I'm tired. Besides, I don't see you coming up with a better one. Actually, seriously, if you want to, please do. Leave me a comment. At 6th level, you get Material Affection. Your patron gives you a piece of jewelry valued at 1,000 gold pieces. Daddy also gives you an uncommon magic item, such as a Pearl of Power. The problem being where Sugar Daddy insists you store that uncommon magical item if you get my drift. Yeah, it's the butt. It's always the butt. But that's not all. Being showered in gifts does have its advantages. For example, you've become quite accustomed to receiving gifts and holding on to them. From now on, the maximum number of items you can be attuned to at once is 3, or your charisma modifier, whichever is higher. At 10th level, you get Maturing Realization. Because you're not the only warlock your sugar daddy is patron to, you have become immune to diseases. Learning you are less special than you once believed has left you with new understanding. You are now also immune to being charmed. Look, we all knew this day was coming. You're not getting any younger, and I think you have to admit Sugar Daddy just isn't that into you anymore. But at least he has a parting gift for you. At 14th level, your patron gives you 2 very rare magic items. For example, a Ring of Regeneration and an Amulet of the Plains. While your patron is still reachable, they are confident you will finish your warlock training without them, and only acknowledge you awkwardly in passing. So that was the Sugar Daddy. I don't know about you, but they have me at extensive practice of being prone and restrained. I cannot wait to play this character. Now I just need to find a DM that'll actually let me. What do you think? Do you like this content? Then let me know with a comment or a like. Would you like to see more delightful homebrew? Give me that too. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, play your character. Don't let your character play you. Well, unless he pays you first, of course.